Well, we got a little grading to do around this house. This is where I built the pad middle of last year. I finally just got the house all framed up, so now I'm going to move that pile of dirt and start trying to do some grading around there. With the dozer here, I'm going to try my hand at grading the dirt with that instead of the loader, so because I need the dozer over here to move some other piles. But I'm going to start working my way around here with that, because then I got to dig the power in on that side of the house. So I need that pile out of the way because it's right where the power's got to go, of course. So we'll start off kind of getting that moved and working our way around, and then I'm going to leave some of it for that other side. The homeowner's been out here. He's got a 331 deer skid steer that he's been moving some of it for me. But then yeah, we'll kind of get this graded around there, and probably, I don't know, lunchtime or after, I'll run and get the 260. I just got the 2-foot bucket on there to start digging this power in. But I got quite a bit of cleanup to do over here. Just got to watch this power line. But some of this dirt will end up being backfilled on the back side of there, and then I think they're actually supposed to, they just put that cable box in, but it's like a foot too low, so they're supposed to raise that up. And then I got to kind of grade some of this out, but it's a little soft over here still. So, but yeah, we got to get the power just from the right side of that door through here and then over to the shop. So we'll jump in the dozer and start moving this dirt. Okay, I thought I would jump on here as I know everyone's going to be asking me what I thought about this 331G Deere loader, skid steer, whatever. And I didn't like it. I know this may be a surprise to a lot of people, but yeah, I'm not big on the electric over hydraulic controls. Is like the first thing that I noticed about this machine, and I was trying it on all, there's like 3 different levels to make it quicker or more responsive, but it still just seems extremely jerky, and it's just not as, I don't know, there's a little bit of a hesitation, or it's not near as smooth as just a machine that's just true hydraulic pilot controls. The cab is extremely small. Like where the lap bar hit, it's like felt like my shoulders were like pinned to my ears to reach the joysticks. I'm sure you can move the seat or something. I didn't take a whole lot of time. And the door, like, almost made me like, I don't know, sick to my stomach or something, because it looks like you're looking through a fishbowl because it's kind of curved. So it throws off your depth perception. And yeah, I just really didn't like it. The machine overall had good power. That was like the one positive I liked about it. But the visibility out of it was not very good with the way the cab's designed. And then yeah, like the controls, the small cab, just all that. It's not for me. Like I said, I'm sure it's probably one of those things like, you know, whatever you're used to. I've been running Tox since 2011. And them and I think Kubota is the last ones that are actually like true hydraulic pilot controls. So if you're used to running those, you're going to hate electric over hydraulic, and vice versa. If you run electric over hydraulic, you're going to get in a Tox and hate it because it is extremely responsive. And I just like them because they're so much smoother. I can get up closer to the house. It doesn't seem so jerky, and like you'll notice too, like the turning and stuff on a pilot controlled machine versus an electric over hydraulic, like it doesn't feel like it wants to fight itself when you try to turn. So like I said, it's a lot, you know, it's all about what you're used to and stuff like that. But yeah, you guys won't see me anything but a talk for probably ever. But yeah, I just thought I'd give my 2 cents on that, because I know everyone's going to ask me. I know a lot of people run Deeres, but I was just not a fan of it. So I'm going to try to yell so you guys can hear me, but we'll work on digging this electric service in. Everything's fed into this shop, and he's got solar on there. So then we're gonna go from the shop to the house behind me. So the electric company will not dig that. So I guess it's the builder's responsibility, or electricians or whatnot. But I'm gonna dig it, and then they're gonna put the pipe and the wire and everything like that in there. The homeowner's already spread a bunch of rock up here. So I'm gonna try to scrape what rock off I can to save it, and then we'll dig everything. I'm only gonna go, I don't know, like 24 or 30 inches deep, since it's not the, I guess, what do they call, primary or something. But right now I'm just trying to get kind of my line straight where I want to run. Somewhere right there. I may be off just a little bit. But then like I said, I'll scrape all the rock off that's added on there, put it to one side. I'll dig it. I'll throw my spoils to the other side. Should get this pipe in. I'm getting a late start. It was like raining and snowing here this morning. You can't tell now because it's actually warmed up some. No, I mean, we just got like a dusting, but it's windy and like 29 degrees. Yesterday it was like 66, so it's very back and forth. And I really haven't filmed a ton. Yeah, most of this week. Like, I've just done what I consider to be like, I don't know, more kind of annoying or they're necessary parts, but like I'm not accomplishing or finishing anything. I dug some footings for the concrete guy at the basement job, but that was all I did, was kind of dig those and clean the stuff up so they can come pour those for the courtyards. I was going to work on putting the water line in, but where we're going to route it at now, they need to pour the footings and work on their wall first, so I didn't do anything there. And then, like yesterday, I came over here and kind of knocked down this pile of dirt, rough graded some, and then went and looked at like 2 other jobs. So I've not done anything for you guys, to me, that's like entertaining enough, or I don't even know, not enough stuff to even make a video, so. Well, I got my ditch dug. It's 200 and like right at 250 feet, 245 from where we're going. So I got a nice little curve right there at the end because I can't dig a straight line. But then it runs over here, and I tried to widen it out because it makes a pretty good 45, and then runs over to the house right there. I had to keep it like 5 to 6 feet off the house because they're going to run the septic system right out here beside me. So luckily they're going to put the conduit together and put the wire in at the same time, so they'll have to kind of slide the conduit over the wire and lay it out here and glue it all together. And then once you throw that stick, you know, get a long you get 40 or 50 feet of it in here together. It's like a big noodle then, but trying to bend a 20 foot or 10 foot piece of conduit around this corner would be a nightmare. So they can just kind of lay it out next to it and then put it all together, throw it in, and then we can cover it up. So hopefully I can go sweet talk them into throwing that in there now and get this thing covered up. The bulk of this yard kind of rough graded or graded out. It looks pretty good. It's some pretty nice dirt that we actually scraped off where the pad was at, but still a little bit wet and sticky, and some of it's kind of pumping. So this will work for now because there's still going to be a lot of traffic on it. Got the electrical conduit put in, backfilled. The electrician's got that all in this morning. I got backfilled and had to leave a little bit at the end open where they can work on that. Took these 2 trees out. This section's still a little rough over here, but I'll be back Monday. I'm going to start moving some of the better dirt now that I got these trees out. Kind of filling this in and bringing the grade out. I'm hoping I may try to dig down and raise that faucet up a little bit, because we were originally going to leave the trees, but now since we took them out, I can kind of fill this in and taper it down, and then maybe bury his little cable TV line back there to the house for him. And then I think we're going to start moving some of those bigger piles of dirt and kind of filling that in along the shop driveway there and sloping it out and trying to get some more of this graded out. So, but yeah, at least now if they want to start, I don't know if this house is getting stone or what it's going to siding or what it's getting on the outside of it, but I got a pretty good working area on the backyard and kind of start getting some of this where it'll drain the water a little bit better. But I'm gonna load the 2 machines up, I got a new power washer that showed up today. We're gonna try that out tomorrow. It's got a little diesel tank on it, so it's got a heater. So I guess it's a hot water pressure washer or power washer or whatever you want to call it. So has like a 14 horsepower Kohler engine on it, I think. So we'll look at that when we get to the shop. So but yeah, now I gotta get the excavator loaded up, and we'll call this done for the weekend.